And we should be live. Hello chat, hello everyone. It's Base Ryoshu's turn for the MDE EGOless solo. We'll see how this goes today. It would be very cool if we found the new hidden pack, but I'm not expecting it. And just like the Dawn solo, we're going to give one attempt to get Blood Red Mane. And if we can't beat the Inquisitors, we'll just go do some other random pack. Hello, hello. We still have a Carmen in chat, I see. Pretty standard support passive stuff. I'm trying out Wu Yisong again, because Yisong doesn't have great passives. And it might help me on the first floor, since I can actually fuel the green. That was my logic. These guys are pretty bad on the bleed and nails spectrum. This might be a loss, but at least we resist lust damage. And we do have Manor Box to help. And we do enough damage to stagger them. I was wondering about that, at least with a skill 3. I would say there is some chance we can beat this. Back in the Inquisitor torture chamber. The worst part of it is the bind. I guess, okay. The worst part is the bleed. The bleed is made much worse by the bind. Does Ryoshu apply any statuses at all? She has Poise. But Poise gifts basically don't do anything in a solo. It's like only the portrait gift that gives your skill 3, like 3 power. That's about the only Poise gift that actually requires you to have Poise. Okay, this looks a bit less bad on bleed. So we aren't too far off being keywordless here. Okay, triple tails is not enough damage to stagger. But yeah, as I was saying, we'll give this a few tries. It's probably not a floor 1 that's happening without egos, and so we'll probably just end up going somewhere else. It'd be really good if I got staggered here. Okay. Now just don't do too much more damage. Ah, that's a lot of bleed. Yeah, we're going to have like 9 by 10 bleed. 9 by 9 bleed. We are fast though. 80, no, it's definitely. Okay, we're going somewhere else. Bad first encounter. You got no lunar memories on a 50th anniversary run, congrats. So now where do I go for floor 1 is the question. The answer is hopefully somewhere with any economy gift. My favorite 2 buttons in the game right there. Alright. We're going for the Spice Bush fusion today, because I like evade power. Now then, where to? Gave us the chance to try again, but we're not doing that. I want economy if I can, but not too many of the packs can actually offer it on floor 1. Can I beat 2B Pierced? There's some decent stuff. 2B Crushed is harder. I'm more likely to lose there. Let's just head here. See if it goes well. You wanted to try this solo, but realized you would have to level up Base Ryoshu? Yeah. I've already done my time and leveled all the base IDs, or I've at least upside them. They aren't all leveled, because I did like Mirror Dungeon normal runs with them in the past. You have a maxed base Ryoshu because you were soloing the first Pinky Nurse Father fight with her? Yeah. The first of 3 Pinky Nurse Father fights. Alright. It's crazy that Pekon Town is so much less threatening than Inquisitors, but just they don't inflict as much bleed count.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로 전달받았습니다. 관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요. 요즘 같은 시대에
Let's see here. The new ring IDs came out. Faust and Honglu, they're about as good as I expected, which is to say they're pretty good for bleed. I don't... It's like, yeah, everyone complains that Honglu can only use his skill tree once per battle. But, like, did you actually expect that to not be the case? I feel like that was pretty clear. I did not expect to lose that clash. Glad that didn't stagger me. We should be good here. We're going to be like 1 health off our stagger bar in the next fight. So we might actually still end up losing here. Or, oh, do we lose right now? No, I can pre-evade. Do I have G-Corp Gregor's passive? I don't remember which Gregor I put on. I do, okay. I'm literally on my stagger threshold. Maybe the rounding will change between battles and I won't have that. That's what I can hope for. Maybe the game rounds my health down or up and I will no longer be on my stagger threshold. Or worst case, I just start the fight staggered. That would be fun.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Hopefully we get another ring ID from the inner volo. I think it's decently likely. We are... okay, well, as long as they don't kill me, I will unstagger. So I need just like a low damage first turn here. And then we'll have G-Corp Gregor's passive up to hopefully heal the rest of the fight. Just get all heads rolls. Okay, actually it's kind of bad that we didn't lose our other stagger threshold. We probably get staggered by that. Oh, the Yi-Song's passive kicked in. I told you it would be helpful. That 50 heal is massive. Have I seen the April Fool's pack yet? Not personally, but I do like know what it is. I've only done 2 mirror dungeon runs after the update, and it did not show up for me. I heard it's like a 0.2% chance. So pretty unlikely to show up, maybe like 1 in 25 runs if you're doing maximum refreshes. Are we staggered? This will stagger us, right? Oh, 43. Are we on our stagger again? 1 above it this time. We're just very close to staggering constantly here. Still more likely than Whelp. Probably, yeah. I think if you were doing no graces, Whelp would be more likely though. If you had no extra pack refreshes and we're only looking at 3 packs at a time. And yeah, the new pack has the Whelp event. The gifts synergize great. If you get both, like that's the crazy high roll. Why are both the pointless IDs skill 2s better than their skill 3s? Because coin reuse is apparently really hard for them to balance.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Okay, this is a much easier fight. Why couldn't I have gotten this like the other 2 times? What even are the chances for the pack? So what I've heard is that the chance is 0.2%, but I don't know what that 0.2% is. Is that per pack that spawns? Is that per refresh? I don't know. But 0.2 is the numerical answer, whatever that number actually means.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
I would assume it's per pack. But, I mean,
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
they could have coded it weirdly, where it like replaces 1 pack after the refresh at a 0.2% chance, if it's coded similarly to hidden bosses. Prescript or double it and give it to the next person. I'll go ahead and double that for someone else, I think.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
But yeah, I hope that someday I get the hidden pack on stream. It would be fun. Get to be very overpowered one time. Because I think the gift is like arguably better than wealth. It gives you a bunch of money and up to like 10 attack power up. 10 attack power up is insane. I don't know if it's realistic to actually reach the full conditional though. I think you need 200 ego gifts, which is a bit more than you usually get.
아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네.
Hidden pack on Base Honlu. I need to get wealth on Base Honlu. It would be lore accurate.
바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도 재미없는
Prestige card first shop. That's a sign this is a lucky run. It's literally like the best thing I could ask for. I also get a skill replace and like here's a healing gift. This was a very good start. I could even fuse if I wanted to. I normally hate fusing outside of a super shop, but like I get back a tier 3. So I'm spending a tier 3 and a tier 2 to get a tier 4. That's not that much worse than in the super shop. And then I sell this for cost.
그럴듯한 예술이라면
No, you don't have
더
to
좋을
hoard
텐데.
cost for wealth to function though, because wealth lets you not spend the cost. It makes everything cost 1.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래가진 못할 거야.
It's like if wealth didn't give the offense level up, then it would definitely be worse than the Bongi plush. It's just I don't know how it compares. Like, how much offense level do you realistically get from wealth on a run compared to the Bongi plush?
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이.
Because I've only ever found wealth on floor 14 or 15, which like doesn't
나는
count.
어떤 사람과도 잘 지낼 자신이 있지만
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
관리자님은 예외.
Except shop rerolling, I guess that's true. But whoever spends cost on shop rerolling in the first place, you get 4 free refreshes. I guess maybe some people don't only play Max Grace's solos. If you're just doing like a 5 floor run, then wealth is probably better there. And by probably, I mean definitely.
이번엔 재미 좀.
But in the MDE context,
생각이 있어. 복잡한
I
것들.
think the Bongi plush is better. What floor? It spawns from floor 3 to floor 10. So you can't like refresh the first floor looking for it, and you can't find it in extreme.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생.
I'm going to save skill 3s for a turn here. The thing that makes Base Ryoshu kind of interesting in a solo is that her skill 3 gets like
관리자님도 알고 있죠.
more beneficial the more you use in a turn. It's combat start slash damage. So if you use 5 skill 3s, that's 5 skill 3s that are all getting 10 slash damage up. So it's like, I don't know if it's exponential scaling, I don't think that's right, but it is just, it's pretty good. Here we're only using 2, and we're doing 500 damage on the first floor.
아름답진 않네.
적확한 한압이었어.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네.
Getting wealth in a 5-floor run seems very excessive. Oh, definitely. But I'm sure it's happened to people. Hello, Greycoat. The game is just like showering me in good gifts right now. It's offering faith. But no, if it's going to do this, I'm going for my needle and thread, because surely Hell's Chicken will give me needle and thread. I'm going to look for a better shown reward. Tango Marinade shown reward. I was rewarded. We have to choose. Surely this is needle and thread. Yep, and then we'll get it because today's a lucky day. No, okay. I can only manifest so much. I think that's 4 needle and threads I've missed in a row, by the way.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 딱 사냥. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Definitely off to a better start than the last solo, though. I don't know who was there for the Rabbit Heathcliff solo. We missed out on a lot of gifts early in that one.
아름답진 않네.
This one, on the other hand, got a frame 1 prestige card, and I'm guaranteed to get Tango Marinade, so we're like already better off. And we even get the chicken event for fusions. Your cat threw up on your bed. Sounds like the average cat owner experience. We also, this is like my first time actually using Base Ryoshu for more than one fight after this fight change.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I do like seeing it.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
One thing I do want to do today, there's still a few gifts I don't have in my gift compendium, and we're going to try to check one of those off the list. I have never gotten someone's Azure Blade from the Blade and Artwork pack, and it feels very thematic for me to go to at least one Kanto 9 pack on this run. So that's like the sub mission today. Hopefully we can get that gift for once.
옛날에 외부 광선을 끼던 것이 생각나네.
기다려. 아름답진 않네.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
You've been feeding the stray cats and now they swarm you begging for food. That's what happens.
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Okay, we did get our super shop. I'll grab this. I want to search for bleed so we can get contaminated needle and thread. And then I'll just buy these other good gifts. I have no faith in sharp needle and thread ever showing up in the shop. So I just buy the gifts that are decent instead of trying to keep shop slots open. It's 331, right? Yeah. Do that. And we're off. I'm kind of trying to make a good time today, go decently quickly. Just to like see how quickly can Base Ryoshu do it. I'm sure no one will ever beat Base Sinclair.
적게
2 hours is a pretty competitive time for a base ID.
귀찮더라도 무시하면 안 될 거예요.
Base Ryoshu is sadly only Poise and not Bleed Poise. I would love Respite, but if we look, skill 1 gains Poise, skill 3 gains Poise, no Poise count to be seen.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
So we are purely Poise.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I
아름답진
I was a
않아.
bit surprised by that damage. Didn't think I would kill that guy that much. It's enough Poise for her to activate Poise gifts. You just need to have any amount of Poise, yeah. But for a solo, there really aren't gifts that need you to be Poise.
같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도
I'm pretty sure
재미있는
there's literally one. But we'll go for it. I don't need resources because I'm soloing with no ego, so I guess I take this. Floor 3, there's a few things we can go for. We'll see if any of them show up. That's almost tempting. But it's like full stop we can do. Full stop is the usual choice. I would like my evade power. None of them showed up naturally, so I think we will force full stop. There were a few things I would have been willing to take if they showed up, but none of them did. We get thrill, which means this shouldn't be too hard.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
The one gift that actually needs you to be Poised, Recollection of a Certain Day, I think that's what it's called. It's the picture, like, it's the piece of Lucky Pouch that gives skill 3's base power, yeah.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
It's the only gift that cares about you being a Poise ID. Everything else is just like on-crit effects, or effects for having Poise, and every ID can do those. You don't actually have to be Poise. We are Gluttony Fatal. That's something to remember.
예술이 뭔지
That's the risk here. Hopefully our damage can just carry though.
예상한 것보다
이곳의
움직임이 더
목적이
좋구나.
그런 게 아니라는 건
이만치
관리자님도 알고 있죠.
빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
6 coin move, by the way.
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요.
예술이 뭔지
Waiting for that 14 slash damage up. Unfortunately, it caps at 10,
아름답진 않네.
which means it's also sharing the cap that like other gifts give me, like the 2 or 4 slash gifts. So I think 4 skill 3 is actually going to be the most I need.
당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도
We'll go up
재미없는
today.
소리야.
해냈다.
Can I get gear shrapnel? No, we get the 2 bad events.
운은 실력과도 연관되어 있죠?
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
You like to think of Poise gifts in Mirror Dungeon as just better charge gifts because of how similar they are.
상태가 조금 변했을 거예요.
예술이
눈치채시면
뭔지
바로
보여주지.
말씀.
Yeah, we got both of the useless gifts. At least they're tier 3s to fuse away.
관리자가 째깍대는 소리도
You can't, like, really fail in this pack. It's similar to Hell's Chicken. Worst case, you end up with some free tier 3s.
거겠죠?
We live on 14. We probably will want to heal. Actually, we probably just die. Actually, we definitely just die. I can't take that much damage on the first turn.
조금 내리는 편이.
Sometimes you sub in Magic Bullet just to pass the pipe check. I've done that before.
굳이 난도를 내릴 필요는
But Kurakumo Heathcliff can pass it with just 2 heads. And he's often just on the support list because Heathcliff doesn't have great supports.
기다려. 아름답진 않네.
Quadruple reuse, welcome to Full Stop. Reuse based on smoke.
뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
I'm just hoping G-Corp Gregor's passive is enough to get me through this. That plus, I think I got Fleb Pack. It's going pretty quickly, but I'm pretty sure I found that.
최고의 선택이었어. 관리자.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Yeah, saw it there.
산출값이 이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Got curriculum vitae twice already. Now then. I really want Dark Flame Pipe. So I'm not going to buy anything else. Keep as many shop slots open as possible. It's not showing up. I'll do one more. It's still not showing up. I can do one singular more. That's actually the stopping point. Not meant to be, unless the normal refreshes. I'll buy that. I think it's just not happening. I didn't even get Gear Shrapnel Lighter. We kinda failed Full Stop. Is the luck already gone? Here's the one gift that actually does something. Fuse for... What would help me actually get through this the best? I don't know if anything does. I mean, maybe Downpour to help stagger them. We didn't get Downpour. That's fine. And I will sell this for cost. And do I heal Ryoshu? We are currently at... Do I have to do math here? Where is my stagger threshold? On Base Ryoshu. Base Ryoshu has stagger thresholds at 70%, 40%, and 20%. This, to me, we're probably below the 70%, so that's a fine place to be. So I will accept this and not heal.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Let's see here. That's some green. So for once, I might actually be more threatened by the green moves instead of the lust moves. Normally it's the reuse that's scary, but I resist lust damage and take fatal gluttony damage. 9 smoke on the first turn is insane.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
It's fine, Ryoshu smokes enough already.
아름답진 않네.
True, I think Ryoshu should have the Puffy Broom passive from Ruina.
저런 비교 지표가
멀쩡한
있는지
장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
Definitely getting staggered here.
전송해줄게.
Just don't kill me. Okay, we live.
팀장님,
It would be great if Yisong's passive could activate. I need some random... Okay, we got it.
관리자.
And this was a very good turn for low incoming damage, I think. This is actually a really good start to the fight. We'll see if we can get through it still. It is Full Stop. They could always choose to just all use 5 reuse coin lust moves and kill me. It's always a possibility. Only get to clash one thing this turn.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
훌륭하다.
기다려. 아름답진 않네.
특별히 청하는 일도
아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다
Don't get the minus 40 heads roll. I took more than double damage from that skill what I was supposed to because of that. Okay, this looks like a good turn though. Let's stack all the slash damage. It's so overkill. Is it going to be egoless? Yeah. Egoless like all my base ID runs. I want to get the full series done, you know, so that on my channel we have egoless solos for all the base IDs.
의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
아름답진 않네.
적확한 한압이었어.
Stop with the heads rolls. More slash damage up.
아시겠죠? 이 공간에서
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아름답진 않네.
Oh, I just realized I got rid of all my skill 1s, didn't I? Oh well. I think the Spice Wish Fusion is still probably worth it, even if I only get 2 power up from it.
아직 안 끝났어.
But that does mean I can't get any power up until I get the fusion version. If that guy got 2 heads coins, I think I would have died. They were the first coins at least.
이 공간에서 만지는
라이터는
것이
챙겨온 거야? 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네.
But yeah, so far so good. Full stop went pretty well. I think I got good luck on the first 3 or 4 turns, which is what matters. And then G Corp Gregor is just enough life support.
아름답진 않네.
저 괜찮니? 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
너무 뭐라고 하지 마. 어차피
And that should be it.
직원들인데 깐깐하게 눈으로 봐야
아직 안
모르겠어.
끝났어. 아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네. 기다려. 아름답진 않네. 기다려.
You get to
아름답진 않네.
hear Ryoshu's on kill line like 12 times.
아름답진 않네.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도
Alright.
재미없는 소리 말이야.
We're not going for the worst possible trials, as much as the game is tempting me. I would like to win, and I think egoless base ID is enough of a restriction. We are looking for line 1, line 2, or maybe Blade Lineage, but probably mostly line 1 or line 2 here. Actually, they moved line 1 to not be on floor 4, so we really just want line 2. What? Has this always been possible? Time killing time on floor 4? I mean, we're going there. It's showing me Investigator badge. You don't skip an Investigator badge. I don't think that's ever happened to me before.
느껴지지?
Like, I actually just didn't realize that was possible.
아직 안 끝났어.
I guess it's on floor 4 and 5, though.
무엇이여? 대가리에 총 맞았냐?
예술이 뭔지
It's always been there in pack search? Yeah, I guess it's just... I guess before Mirror Dungeon 7, it was just always line 2 on floor 4. There was no other consideration. And I've just never seen it offering the Investigator badge, so it never stood out to me.
딱
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
제법 보는 맛이 있단 게. 나머지도 싸게
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
저 개체는 오래 버티지 못해.
I fall asleep.
관리자가
It's noon for me. We've got time zones from all across the world here.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠다. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어. 옳다. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어. 아름답진 않아.
적확한 한압이었어.
Yeah, I'm thinking we will probably go to the Blade Lineage pack today to get. I mean, it's really just the 1/ power up, but that is its power up.
관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이
And there's also the
상당히
Lust power up for my skill 2, which I can go for. Oh yeah, I should have gone to the top event because of this scenario. I mean, I guess I couldn't have known. If there was an event down here, then it would have been better to go straight like I did. I guess it still kind of is.
해냈다.
This lets me go to abnormality battles, which have a 70% chance to drop a gift. I believe it's the highest out of all the fight tiles.
스페셜한 기운이 느껴져.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
면밀히 짚어보고 나아가는 게 어떤가.
It's crazy how tanky you are. I'm taking like 1 damage from all these hits. But it's just, these 3 support passives are 3 protection. Add on the 5 protection I actually have, and then
예술이 뭔지
defense
보여주지.
level up, etc. It gets you pretty resistant.
아름답진 않네.
훌륭하고 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없군.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
저 개체는 오래 버티지 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
Alright, I will hit the win rate button now because too many of them are unstaggered or just not
그
attacking.
희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건
아름답진 않네.
징계팀에서 다
잠시 어디로
멀쩡한 정보가
I have like 3 overlapping announcer lines.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않네.
You got like the kill, the stagger, and the round start line all at once.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무
이번으로
큰 거
몇
아니야?
번째 통과죠?
적당히
17번째라네.
쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
I guess I could put on the Ryoshu announcer for the Ryoshu solo. Makes enough sense, sure. I won't disable everyone else, but if we want to get
내게
guitar jump scared, we can have these guys in there.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
I didn't have the Araya announcer on, but I just added her.
개체의 상태가 조금 변했을 거예요.
예술이 뭔지
눈치채시면 바로
보여주지.
말씀하시지 마시고 끝나고 종이에 적어주세요.
관리자가 째깍대는 소리도 잘
예술이 뭔지
녹음해두고
보여주지.
상황별로 파형을 분석해봐야겠어.
Finally, some Ryoshu self-glaze. True. I think Ryoshu is like pretty complimentary in the announcer.
적절한 비교
아직
지표가
안
있는지
아름답진 않네.
She definitely talks more than I expected her to.
많지 할줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지.
You fully expected Bongi
예술이
Ricardo.
뭔지 보여주지.
I feel like even though they like give you the spoiler warning, they want to be at least somewhat considerate of like newer players. So they aren't going to do anything that direct, like Yuri's a Kanto 1 character.
옳다. 실수일지 의도일지. 저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면 그 용도를 고민하는 것이 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않네. 무, 파, 법을 이제 좀 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
우와, 지금 완전
아름답진 않네.
I was half expecting their like the last class to be like the villains or something. I thought we were going to see Baby Ahab as part of the T-Rex class. Alright, oh yeah, I'm on this floor. Okay, there's actually gifts that matter here. Can I get the clock hands? There's Downpour. Tried to get that last floor. I'm not a Tremor ID, so I don't need that. I'm not going to do more keyword refreshes, we'll just see if we get lucky. Speaking of getting lucky, I have like so many gifts in the pool, and Investigator badge still just shows up in the shop. It's making up for the needle and thread and the full stop luck. It's just we're kind of alternating here. Good luck half the time, bad luck the other half of the time. Never normal luck. Although I guess normal luck doesn't exist in a situation like this where it's either you get it or you don't. Anyway, this doesn't do anything. Did I buy this? If I bought this, I shouldn't have, but I guess it lets me fuse now. Can work on lunar memories. And I don't think I have a useless gift to sell. I believe I will find the centipede event, so that counts. I'm pretty sure we got Melted Eyeball on like the first floor. So I think we actually have the full Tremor combo. I just don't have them upgraded, of course. Because if you've ever watched my soul list before, you know I've put off upgrading as long as possible. Still confused on what the spoiler was. It's just that, like, Ryoshu's sword is visible. That's the main spoiler for the April Fool's thing. That and Dawn being Dawn. Okay, we aren't doing a ton of damage. I've never fought this guy so early, but I actually don't have enough like dynamic to offset his resistance. And I have 18 by 9 bleed.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요. 요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운 실험 정신을 가진
The classic 4 unbreakables of nothing from Time Ripper. A lot of people think that's how it should always be. Okay, I got rid of all my bleed. That's phase change. Here we go. The new interval is sneak peek. I feel like it didn't give us like anything. It's like, I guess we know it's going to be ring involved. I feel like we didn't see anything else of note. Sinnerling Sinclair's skill name is like a certain Sinclair, okay? I didn't notice that one, I don't think, because I don't have his skill names memorized. This won't like re-stagger me, right? Yeah, probably not. Oh, we get the 50. Wu Yisong's passive, I'm actually noticing it. It's pretty nice. I should upgrade Emerald Elytra soon. I like having Poise. And it's a tier 1 gift, so it's so cheap to upgrade. That's the most likely gift for me to upgrade before floor 10. I think the damage button will take care of this guy.
실험실은 튼튼하게 지어졌지만 에고를 적극적으로
Poise ID unable to sustain Poise. There's literally no Poise count in my kit, so not much of a shock. I still genuinely believe that Poise was not meant to have turn-ins decay earlier in development, but then they added turn-ins decay and didn't fix any of the launch Poise IDs. So I don't have to take this because I got it, so I guess we'll take... I think we still take it because it's just on a week trial and it's a tier 2 gift. Now then, where do we go now? I have a few things we can find. No bridal showing, so we don't go there. I would love to get my unmailed letter. Okay, well, that's the decision made for us. Ryoshu needs to smoke harder. True. Hello, welcome to stream. So far, you've missed out on some very polarizing luck. We got none of the full stop gifts, but then we just get random Investigator badge twice on floor 4. So, we'll see if this is a lucky floor or an unlucky one. Maybe I'll just, like, refresh into Clear Mirror. That would count as good luck. I'm fairly sure I still have 2 skill 2s, so I can do 1 more skill replace. Just buy every Poise gift. Blue Star Shard is good. Okay. Fuse 2 fasts in stream. Oh yeah, 3 fasts in stream. We've got... Is this a meeting for you guys? 4 plus 3. I don't really care if I miss. We didn't. Sell that. And I'll do what I said. Upgrade this thing. Invite the rest of the fast cohort over. We have Infast and Ringfast. Surely you two must just like have each other blocked. That's the only way you aren't verbally assaulting each other, right? How useful is the 150 cost gain before going to the next floor? It's hard for me to like make objective calls and stuff like that because I just always have it, but it's pretty nice. Why does Base Ryoshu even have Poise in her kit? Yeah, she's poised. I think that's a good answer. Poise is like, it's the equivalent of smoke in this game. It's called smoke in the files. Like, it very much just is Limbus's smoke. And Ryoshu being a smoke ID, now that makes a lot of sense. So that's like the real answer why she has Poise.
보시게 해야죠. 그런 것은 쫙 보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아요.
유효하군.
This pack is so easy. I can't believe they actually made it available on like floor 5 and above. Because imagine this being your final boss. I guess they gave it the buff to kind of compensate, but it's like 6 offense level.
별로 어려울 것도 없고.
Oh no.
다 법을 이제야 좀 이해.
That means lung cancer is a final power down.
멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나?
Yeah, maybe.
슬슬 몰리는군.
The buff that gets capped,
근처에
exactly.
요새형이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나?
Floor 6 time.
있군. 그럼 오늘 림컴버
It's harder to clash with now, very slightly. If you take it above floor 4, it has a buff that increases its health and its offense level, and also applies to the roses. But it's just such a insignificant amount. There's Blade and Artwork. That is the pack we want to go to, but I kind of want to spend all my refreshes in the false hope of getting the hidden pack. It's like I have Starlight to burn, so if I have to end up pack searching every floor on this run, it's not a big deal. I think I want to go to the Unchanging. Give me... where is it? Am I blind? It's the very first pack, okay. Get me my broken glasses, get me my Spice Bush fusion. I guess I need the umbrella. I never actually picked that up. I saw it a few times, I know. By the way, you're totally not trying to start conflicts in the Gazelle Shaft for amusement. I'm sure you're not. Why would anyone do that in my stream chat?
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
The new pack is interesting, at least from the video you saw. It gives you lunar memory and the new best gift in the game, and like 2,000 cost. It's pretty good. The bowl, it should be fine for bowl. The burn is like a slight issue, but we can just clash the move that gives us burn now. That gives burn count, rather. And the Bongi plush, I think there's a very legitimate argument for it being the best gift in the game. And of course, it depends on like when you get it. But like, if I could start with any one gift, I think it would be that one. It's not just clash power, it's base power, which is better.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
And it gives you damage up as well. Like, it's not just base power increases your damage, it also just gives you plus 100% damage. It's insane.
수치 좋네요.
예술이 뭔지
예상했던
보여주지.
대로 무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
뭐 지금까지 겪어온 사건.
Here's the slash power up stacking, or slash damage up. He's gonna stagger here and just die because of contract. I was hoping to see how much damage I would do when he was staggered, but oh well.
고생들이었다.
Oh, well, this guy is like Pride Fatal. We're going to destroy him.
그럴듯한 예술이라면
This is my optimal matchup.
뭐시여?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
자국 없이 쪼개고
차코잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
He died next turn. That's how you would have to kill him back in Mirror Dungeon 2,
예술이 뭔지
when he was very buggy with the charm.
수를 통해 분석한 결과
Glad that's not a thing anymore.
거울 단점이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문에
멀쩡한 장비가 남아
전투를
있었나?
좋아한다고 판단했지.
이제 그것이
저희가
진지하게
야근장이
끝났어요.
말을 잘
아직 안
듣는다고
끝났어.
야근을 좋아하는 건 아니잖아요. 팀장님.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
It gives base power carries if that works on evade. Okay, I'm not actually sure. I think it's attack power up. I might have said base power, and that is a difference because of defensive skills.
승률이 상당히
이리저리
높고
I'm pretty sure it's attack power up. Honglu, you failed. That's a 25 SP punishment?
그럴듯한 예술이라면
Never gamble, guys. No matter how many times you win, it's the loss that really kills you.
클립부터
예술이
기력을
뭔지
약화시켰어.
보여주지.
이건 어쩔 수 없는 거야, 관장. 엔젤라님의 명령이거든. 나는 되도록 그녀의 심기를 거스르고 싶지 않아.
I hope we get hidden boss today. I mean, I always hope that. It's just more interesting.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
But like a floor 15 Lei Heng would be perfect right about now. Or I guess right in about an hour and a half or so when we're at floor 15.
빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
최고의 선택이었어.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어. 차포잡이라.
But yeah, real talk, I'm Ring Fest is an ID that I want. I would not pull on any banner that doesn't have announcers like ever at this point. I guess if we get another collab, I would kind of have to pull on that. But I'm not just going to pull on a random banner because I want the ID. But there's a good chance I will be sharding her next week. Because for a long time I have wanted a usable bleed fast. Because in fast does not count. And I have wanted an ID that can inflict damage down. And even if I am very much saddened by her damage down being only once per turn, it's still damage down. And so against like your average unbreakable coin, that's half damage. Because most of the time they're reduced by 80%. If you reduce it by 90%, you take almost nothing. It'd be even better if she could do that at up Taiwan. Actually, that might be the way that the up Taiwan account is savable. If we get an ID that can like inflict 2 damage down on a move and outclash Lei Heng somehow. I forgot about that part being the issue. Yeah, that account is just doomed. Up Taiwan will never beat Lei Heng. Let's heal my backups again so that hopefully we don't fail gambling. We have Poise, and did I not make the Slash Rock? No, it's at the top there, okay. So we go for Blunt now. Useless tier 2, where are you? Never mind, useless tier 1 will work. Watch this conflict that you totally didn't start. The Fasts are at war. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good enough. Next floor, we fuse for another rock, and then we make Lunar the floor after that. Okay. The charge ego gifts, don't think there's a use for it. Every gift is one more gift out of the pool. When I say a useless ego gift, I mostly mean a useless pack-specific ego gift. Because those ones, you know, they obviously can't show up later. But every gift I own makes it more likely for me to find the gifts I actually want. But tier 1s, there aren't tier 1s that I want. So they are basically all actually useless. Because it chooses the tier of the ego gift before deciding which ego gift it actually is.
예술이 뭔지 보여주겠어. 너희는 어떠려나? 무슨 돌아올까? 아니면 엄마처럼
I feel like Farm Watch isn't in this pack anymore. I go here, I always, only go here on evade solos in case I get him. He just never shows up. I could be going here on normal solos all the time, but I'm sure as soon as I decide to actually try doing that is when he'll show up. That's how that sort of thing works. Yeah, now we are actually poised up. Ryoshu has started smoking again.
그만 찰줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I do wonder what our highest damage on this run is going to be, not counting Lunar or anything. Like, can I deal 2,000 damage with the skill 3?
17번째라네.
I don't know, we'll have to find
확실히
out.
관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Ah, it's on base power up, unfortunate. We will now take twice as much damage if we have to fight Virgilius. Alright. Where to? I could go to line 1. It's on my list of possible packs, but it's a low priority. Let's go to Yield My Flesh. I want to go here. It's been a while since I fought Kim. Let's look for the Slash power up and the Lust power up gifts. Gloom and Lust, Pride and Wrath. The Poise gift is the one that actually does something, but I don't know if Kurikumo Heathcliff can pass this or not. I think he can. I'm pretty sure all the... Yeah, he can. Okay. I wasn't sure if it needed a Blade Lineage member with a bonus to the check, but it's just a 16 roll.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 하지만 그를 봐도 기다려. 아직 안 끝나.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
I just need the Kurikumo on my team. I'm not actually making the fusion. But just the blade does damage based on your poise when you hit, so that does something.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않네.
And then I want both of the hilts because those just give power up.
아직 안 끝났어. 옳다.
Kim Salt should be a Limbus Company ID now that he's joined. Well, we're just going to get a new bamboo-headed Kim ID, like how we got 2 Hohenheim Gregors.
아직 안 끝났어.
And that one's going to be LCD bamboo-headed Kim.
이외에 특별히 첨언할
And he's going to yield so much flesh and claim so many bones.
벗어났나?
최고의
예술이
선택이었어.
뭔지 보여주지.
관리자.
아름답진 않네.
그래, 그것은 끝나게 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울
아름답진 않네.
크게 의미 있는 성과는
엄마와
아니지만요.
함께 이곳저곳을
Here's
다니며
the important question.
많은 기억을
What's the
쌓았죠.
question?
언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋지고
When Ong do ID? That's what Blade Lineage Fast is. I realize Blade Lineage Fast is a forgettable ID, but they are the Ongdu stand-in.
워크슛쯤 되시면 이런 건 식은 죽 먹게지.
그럴 듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
What's the chance of finding the Bongi pack? The number that I have heard from a pretty reputable source is 0.2%, but we aren't 100% sure if that's like per refresh or per pack that spawns. It's probably per pack that spawns. So definitely not high. Not expecting to see it ever, really, but I hope I do. You want a real Ongdu ID? Not just some Blade lineage Salsu. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's still an alive character in the story, so it's still possible we get a new ID for them, I would say.
이만치 할 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
모, 분, 조, 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 역시 모가지를 분질러야 조용해진 아름답진 않네. 이제 신작수에선 아직 안 끝났어. 차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋고.
200 damage on just the first coin of my skill 3 there.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
피해 산출값이
I feel like Santada is not going to have a good day against the many brush strokes of Ryoshu.
유사 시간들에 비하면 바로
아직 안 끝. 아름답진 않네.
I think if we don't see something we like in the refreshes on this floor, we're going to go to Blade and Artwork next. Unless that would be more thematic as a floor 10. Maybe the fight would last more than one turn if I go that late, so maybe we put it off.
그 외부 강사들
아름답진
안에서도
않네.
네로라는 실력자들이었을 거야.
아름답진 않네.
제압 계획의 규모가
아름답진
큰거 아니야?
않네.
적당히
Valentina Rodeo is going to have unstagger, unstagger, and mount on a horse. I feel like we've seen that one before. Oh yeah, there's 3 ways to identify a Nurse Father ID. 1, they have to have an unstagger. 2, they have to have burn on their skill 3 too. And 3, they have to have a skill 3 too that takes at least like 5 turns to get. So you never actually see it. And those are the criteria to be a Nurse Father ID. Can I have the other hilt, please? No? Fine, I don't actually need it or anything. It would be a power-up on my skill 2 that I don't use when I can avoid it. I'll just buy out the shop so that these can't show up later. Okay, we can't fuse... Oh, we can make Lunar Memory right now. Yeah, we got the Poise Stone. I want to keep the Poise Stone because I still need to make Clear Mirror. And I want to keep the Bleed Stone because I still need to make that, so we can get rid of these 2. And then sell this, and then remake... I can't remake Slash on this floor safely, so we will wait 1 floor for that. We're at 100% Super Shop. This fight could theoretically be a slight issue if I didn't have an evade. Because I have an evade, there's no way I lose. We'll see if I even need it though. You kind of hate how they're doing the same thing they did with the Heisho, with all the Nurse Fathers at least. Yeah, they aren't just a 1-to-1 copy, they have some similar, you know, hype and aura moment mechanics. But it's not like they all use their defense skill on turn 1 and then get 3 stacks of their Heisho status. And then, you know, at least it's not that. I messed up my ordering there on evade versus skill. When are we utilizing our evade? When we need to. I kind of meant to do it there because of bleed, but I messed up the order. dragged my skills. Yeah. We'll have to use it here just for bleed.
끊어졌다고 생각하니?
But I just won't mess up again.
너희의 흐름은
Also, I just realized I was messing around with a run yesterday, and I don't even have Durante available if I wanted it.
이런 식이었다.
So that's fun.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Okay, really, Ryoshu? You're going to Tails roll the first evade? I just need to not get all of this bleed count. I only need to evade the first 4 coins. After that, it's fine if I get hit.
이런 부끄러움조차 까맣게
그대들의
잊어버릴 수 있으니
유인이
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Okay. And now I can just clash the main bleed count skills.
주군께서는 사소한 실수로 책잡지 아니하시니 너무 긴장하지 말고 임하게.
Or just kill him. We are, like, the perfect damage type for this fight.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을
Pride slash.
이제 좀 이해했어.
유감 없는 싸움을 기대하겠소.
I imagine this stagger's here.
적합한 타격이었소.
Oh, he staggers me. That's not what I meant when I said that. Fine, I'll evade for 2 turns.
고작 이런 걸로 길이 끊어졌다고 생각.
You got me.
아니.
Sometimes you forget that Kim can evade. Yeah. Minus coin evade.
너희가 생각.
상황이 유리해졌네요.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I'll play like a normal soloer and actually use my evade.
주어진 일이 아니었기 때문인가요?
자, 싸울 준비는 끝났을까? 무엇을 그렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런 놈들 세번
You want Valencina Rodia to have a ability that damages Lucio to empower him? They don't interact in their actual fight at all, so we don't really have anything to go off of in that regard. But I mean, it seems pretty likely that all of the nurse fathers will have some interaction with their apprentices. Except maybe Ryoshu won't have one specifically. I'm still, under the assumption that Ryoshu is the pinky nurse father here, based on the image from the roadmap. Don't stagger me this time. Okay. But Ryoshu will just... We were told that they will have interactions with all House's fighters' IDs. So that counts.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구.
I don't think Ryoshu will have a special effect with Great Trichiliocosm. Oh wait, do you wanna show off the glitch? I guess it's always fun to check and see if it still exists, so why not? If the first thing you do in the turn is clash with to claim their bones, then he doesn't get the combat start shield. Let's see if that's still true. He does now. Okay, that got fixed at some point. We're gonna have to reset one more time, I think. Actually, that really didn't do that much damage until the true damage from stacks, yeah. And then we're staggered? Okay. One more time. I wonder when that got fixed, because I know it still existed in the Bakgak. So it was some point later than that it got fixed.
이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지 그러지 않았던 건 주어진 일이 아니었기 때문인가요?
Yeah, my bones were in fact claimed.
싸움을 기대하겠소.
If Rodia gets that evade passive, we might have a new evade queen better than Molar. I would not be shocked if, like, her evade can't reuse, or something like that. Or, of course, it could always just be like a resonance passive, and then you can never beat Molar-ish if you can't do a 10 base evade turn 1, so if it's resonance, that ruins that. But no, Verdi is just not allowed to get an evade ID. It would break the fabric of reality if she could evade.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐. 곤란하네.
Okay, so no counter this turn, so we just kill you. 250 shield is no match for 8 slash damage up Ryoshu.
저 괜찮으면 오래 버티지 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
He dies to moths, I think, yeah.
이걸로 직원들의 목숨이 조금이나마 더
몇
연장되었을
번째
거야.
통과죠?
여기서
Oh, then on Rodeo having a regular counter. Regular counters do not exist. It will be a clashable counter unless it is a middle ID going forward. Give me growth resilient. Alright, where to now? I need Miracle in District 20, line 1. Okay. So if we go line 1, then Miracle in District 20, and then Blade and Artwork, that works. Okay, let's do that. Not necessarily in that order, of course.
아니야? 와카슈쯤 되시면 이런 건 식은 죽 먹게지.
Tremor team keeps getting better. The new thumb IDs, yeah. No checkup. I don't feel like doing checkup again, I'll just be honest. It's not even that good. If I manage to get the fusion, which is hard to do because it's 2 keywordless tier 3 gifts, then I get like 3 offense level and 1 clash power and 30% damage on my skill 3. And that's not nothing. And it would be worth going to if I could guarantee it. But I very much cannot guarantee it. And it's just like a relatively difficult pack that I don't want to put myself through. We did it on the Dawn solo, and I had to resort to evade stalling for thrill. And I just don't feel like doing that again, so I won't. No snakes left in the shop is fine. And I want to remake the Slash Stone. When will we get a new Faust Tremor ID? That's the question everyone's asking, isn't it? Okay. I still don't have renewed merch, but I'll upgrade Clear Mirror. Malfaust is enough. Yeah. That's the issue, isn't it? Oh, we're here. Yeah, that's right. We have to do line 1 in all of these solos so we get to play the frog puzzle. How do we keep this run egoless? Him getting double heads rolls is probably not the start we want to see. Actually, I have faith that should make this easy. All Fausts lead to Malfast. All Honglu's lead to Lord Honglu. It's funny, if you have Lord Honglu and Ring Honglu, that's every Honglu you need for every meta ID. Or for every meta team. You can play, you know, Burn, and Sinking, and Tremor, and Rupture, of course, all with Lord Honglu. And then, you know, Bleed Charge is covered by Ring now. And those are all the teams.
그러지. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 아, 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Okay, he got Tails rolls that time, that's more what we like to see. I think if I actually just attack his body, we'll be able to not corrode today. Having faith obviously helps.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만
개체의 부위를 파괴했어. 저것 때문에 어제만 해도 8명의 복지팀 직원이 사망했다는 거 알아? 이리저리 해체되어서 끔찍한 모습이었지.
The sweeping Bakyak Lorlu might make his way onto Bleed. I sure hope not.
산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
That's one thing I hadn't thought about. Will the Nocturnal Sweeping Bakyak make the pack actually difficult in MD at all? Or can it give us another gift to go for besides Shadow Bamboo Hat? We might have a new, like, top 4 general picks for solos when that comes out.
멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
Because Shadow Bamboo Hat is already really good. If we get one more even decent gift, that pack is going to be top tier.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인
Alright, my form
공격수단을
empties. Time to face the might of 6 brush strokes and 10 slash damage up. Don't think we'll kill you in 1 turn, but definitely in 2 turns.
심하게 흔들리는데 개체의 부위도 잘안
Don't the blunt gifts on the pack do something? It's like 1 blunt clash power up. It's nothing crazy, but if you're a blunt ID, it's not useless, yeah.
어지러워서 못 봤어요. 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
The other rupture gifts on the pack are also okay. If you're a rupture ID and can actually keep up a rupture stack.
알리사가 감도를 93%.
Why does damage up prioritize you? Do you have the lowest defense level? 102 versus 97. You have Lunar. Oh, it probably actually sees your Fragile and Karma. Okay. Anyway, we're going to kill this my form empties now.
적의 날개를 꺾었구나. 오, 아름답지 않아.
이번으로
이제
몇 번째 통과죠?
수에선 벗어났나?
17번째라네.
Pretty quick floor 8.
관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Growth and Clash Power. Keen is like 1 less, right? Yeah, this is one of the bad Clash Power up floors, okay. Before MDE, they aren't very standardized. Oh, wait a second. I said I didn't want to go to LCE because I couldn't guarantee it, but there it is, guaranteeing me both pieces of the fusion. What would I be not going to if I go there? Like, what am I missing? I'm skipping Miracle in District 20 because I'm still want to do Blade and Dart work. That's fine. It's more thematic. Aren't they the same because of 1 versus 2 levels up? Yeah, probably.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
In that case, they probably were the same, and I could have taken the tier 3 gift, but it's insignificant.
상황이
예술이
유리해졌네요.
뭔지 보여주지.
이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지 그러지 않았던 건
기다려.
주어진 일이
아주
아니었기
아름답진
때문에
않네.
I can't wait for both of those fusion pieces I need to be tied to base power and final power up.
또
That's going to be really fun. We've seen like no brutality trials this run, which is a bit of a surprise. It's about 50-50 each floor to see brutality. And by about 50-50, I mean after floor 4 it's 50-50. On floor 4 it's less likely, because Headstrong still exists.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
So doing like floors 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and seeing no brutality is like a 1 in 16. So we'll see, or 1 in 32 even, if we don't see it on this floor.
아름답수에선 벗어났나?
신개팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
I will be doing some fusion on this floor, because Hohenheim is an issue. I'll at least level up Investigator badge, so that we actually have our revive. And probably Thrill as well, as the contingency, in case we can't just win through damage.
이제 싸게 치어불고 들어가자. 고생들이었다.
One of the tier 3s will be on brutality for sure. I would welcome it, because brutality is not base or final power. You got this, Rhodia.
다른 애들이었으면 못했을걸.
We got a lucky 3 events route here. I'm gonna get unhatched embers. I always go there on floor 11, because floor 11 is still not difficult, so that's not really a risk. But you have, like, there aren't any other good packs to go for anymore. There we go. We get this fusion. And I want to... Actually, what am I still missing? I'll have to think about that. I know I don't have every sinking gift that I care about. And I don't have Piece of Relationship, so I still want to buy every tier 4 I see. Sell you. And I already fused, so I can probably just enhance here. So this is the just in case enhancement. And this is probably the only one I actually need. Let's go ahead and get our damage up. What else? What else is worthy of being enhanced now? Let's get the health. It's almost a bad thing since you do take percentage damage in this fight. But I'll grab it anyways. Alright, Hohenheim. I have special contract. I feel like I'm being overly worried and he's just going to die. Let's see if those are famous last words.
관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금해서.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
Is your SP not hard locked at 15? Did I go to... Oh, this is the normal pack. Okay, I'm not worried at all then. This is not the Bakyak. It's like, yeah, we're taking damage here or whatever, but Investigator badge will be enough for this version of him.
수 없다. 옳다. 차라리 형체도 남지 않게 잘라버려.
At least I think it will be.
법을 이제야 좀 이해하고.
Okay, we can't attack him anymore.
네, 잘 들어갔네요.
이만하면
크게
충분할
의미
테지.
있는 성과는 아니지만요.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
No, this is what we upgraded drill for, though.
팀장님, 슬슬 다음 일정으로 넘어가지 않으면 시간이 부족할 것 같습니다.
모든 신사는 벌써 시간이 그렇게 되었나?
예술이 뭔지
I don't
보여줘.
think that all of the base IDs are going to be able to fight this guy. Like, Mare can do it because he has Greycoat healing. Honglu can do it because he can do what we're doing right now. But, like, Heathcliff? I don't think we can go to check up on the Heathcliff solo. Is that normal? That's Hohenheim for you. Subjective observation is one of the worst things ever for solo.
직원들이 죽을 수도 있어요. 여기서 죽어봤자
But I believe we can
예술이 뭔지
stall him out to the evade because he just has to get staggered and he'll die from special contract.
관리자가 있으면 괜찮겠지. 계속 진행하게.
그렇다고 하시네요. 그래도
Between downpour and thrill, his stagger threshold gets closer and closer.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Yeah, if you have gloom, it's like a non-issue because you're just always full healing. But it is just a lot of, I mean, it's percentage damage based on you dealing damage. Special contract doesn't activate if you don't cause the stagger.
좋지는 않구려.
Okay, well, I guess our evade stalling has to go for like another 10 turns.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 정말 이게 전부야?
Or however long
그
when
해집어진 기억에
his
남는
shield is up.
감정이 진짜라면
He took like 1,800 there, so it can't be too long.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Thrill gaming indeed. And Glimpse of Flames, which I don't have. But if I had it, it would be doing decently here. I'm not quite sure where this burn count is coming from, honestly. Does he just gain that?
그 해집어진 기억에 남은 감정이 진짜라면 이런 곳에
I don't think there's a Gluttony Resonance burn gift.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
$1,980. He has 500 shields, so he takes about 1,500 per turn, so like 2 more turns.
아무도 기억해주지 않을 텐데 계속 싸울 생각이에요.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
It's one of the burn gifts from the pack. I didn't think I got any of those. And I also thought they all required you to be a burn ID to activate. It's probably just the downgraded shield passive, actually.
거미집을 나간 거 아니잖아.
If the unit has burn, lose burn shield. I don't know. It very well could just be an unlisted effect of one of Hohenheim's passives, because we all know there's at least like 3 of those. This guy was so broken. They said they fixed him. Or do I have a weird support passive? I don't think so.
죽을 수도 있어요.
It's like he's just never losing burn.
아무도 기억해주지 않을 텐데
We'll see if it's happening the rest of the run.
싸울 생각이에요.
But I have a feeling this will stop happening when we leave this floor. Or actually, I did get one of the burn gifts from an event. I was thinking like, yeah, I didn't buy any burn gifts, but maybe it is one of them.
엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어.
I really did think they all required you to be a burn
좀더
ID.
멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴 듯해 보이지만
If Hohenheim has too much shield, he won't die from thrill. Luckily, he did not. And of course, The one I actually need is the one on final power that I have to take. I end up taking both anyways, though. Okay, we're looking for blade and artwork. The only thing I would take over it is the hidden theme pack. There it is. Hoenheim passives was an intentional gimmick. The difficulty comes from not knowing what he actually does. It's like the priest. The priest was the closest this game ever felt like LobCorp. Because you had to experiment yourself to figure out what he did. The game did not tell you. This pack is going to be annoying, actually. I might not be able to beat these guys. I kind of forgot about them as a factor entirely. I was just thinking about the boss. But these guys are awful. They inflict so much bleed. And they just actually do damage. I'm glad I resist lust. Hopefully, Investigator badge is a good enough gift to get me through this. And actually getting value out of painkillers for the first time in a year. Death by bleed. We can always resort to more evade stalling. These guys don't gain skill slots. Like, yeah, I might have too much bleed that I can't attack anymore. What if I didn't have to attack? Okay, that's 2 tails rolls out of 4 attempted evades. I expect better from you, Ryoshu.
예술이 뭔지 보여주시게. 아직도 플레이 여유가 남아있나? 이 서스펜스 셋을 세기도 전 화려하게 터질 거다.
It's like, if I didn't get staggered and then re-staggered and have to just take so many unopposed hits, I probably could have out-healed the bleed. But they just got to stack so much on me. So, we'll evade this fight, but we might be able to actually fight them on the second tile. This might be faster than actually fighting them, is the funny part. Now, their lust skills can outroll my evade, for sure. But they would never hit multiple heads. Ooh. Okay, I would hit tails, though. That's how they'll out-evade me. There's Investigator badge. So this is our real health bar now. But they're, like, dead. Got the triple heads roll. Don't appreciate it. But ego gifts are strong. Drill is a balanced ego gift.
하지만 슬슬 물리는군. 근처에 융수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나?
Alright. I'm pretty sure the gift I need from here is a Poise gift. Do I want to fight you? Yeah, I should. Because I didn't find renewed merch, so I'm going to need the costs to enhance everything.
상황이 유리해졌네요. 이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지
This guy Clash is weirdly high for a Season 2 enemy.
아니었기 때문인가요?
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
Why was the evade alternating between rolling 17 and 18? So, funny thing, If I'm actually using the evade, it will roll an 18. If I'm reusing the evade, it will roll a 17, because some power-ups effects and gift effects just won't apply on a reused evade. Either that or defense levels. But I know there are some things that don't work on reused evades, and there's a good chance one of those was in that fight. The best example of this is if you're trying to solo Rien. Your first evade will roll 2 lower because you are the prescript mark and you lose 2 power against him. But the reuse evades just don't have that, and they roll their full value. It's very convenient that they don't. But in Mirror Dungeon, it's almost always a downside.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
I can't lie, for a second I thought I was fighting a hidden boss, but no, we're a little early for that. Get 2 Abno fights on this floor, which is really good for the economy. I should be able to enhance basically everything because of this. This guy does a lot of gluttony damage. We'll just try to evade. I don't know if it will be enough. If I tails roll, it's not enough. You see, this is why I don't use evades in my solos most of the time. You just live even if you don't evade, and so you kind of just waste your turn. Yeah, who needs to evade? Just kill them.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
Not quite Matthias levels of killing Ambling Pearl quickly, but not that far off. One more chance for Bongi Pack to appear? No, this is floor 10 already. We have missed the pack officially.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Which is expected. Alright, can I avoid bleed and actually fight you guys? It's kind of a good thing that I'm slow. It lets me get rid of some of this bleed count instead of just wasting my coins.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인
5x5 bleed, I can get rid of that.
당연한 결과일 테지.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
적확한 한압이었어.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든
It's just this move. This one move inflicts... Why did that not inflict 5 bleed? That coin is supposed to inflict 5 bleed, and I was supposed to complain about how it does 33 true damage. Why'd that not happen?
엄마가 매번 이상하게 줄여 말하던 그 상황이네.
On hit, inflict 5 bleed, that just didn't trigger. Or at least it didn't show up visually. True damage, I call bleed true damage. You can technically avoid it with things like passives or just not attacking, but it's not like you can just reduce the damage through resistances or anything.
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어.
But yeah, when we don't get staggered horribly, we can deal with the bleed.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 거지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 항상 제자압에 너무
So many overlapping voice lines.
잘 들어갔네요.
You got 7 Ryoshus talking in my ear.
옳다. 아름답진 않네.
이제 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지.
아직 안 끝났어.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
Alright.
해야지. 그런 것은 착 보면 뭘 써야
No guitar line yet?
예술이
Yeah, that's true.
기다려. 아름답진 않네.
징계팀에서 다
I forget what the condition is. It's like turn start in a winning position or something like that.
오늘은 제압이 빠르겠어요.
기다려.
I'm fairly sure it's a positive line, and you tend to get
어디에 누구 누구처럼
negative lines before Lunar Memory. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten it. I guess it's just because I actually have a lot of different announcers equipped instead of only Ryoshu.
환상시와 뒤틀림 모두 외워야 할 관리법과 내성이 워낙 많잖아요.
Alright, final shop where I can enhance things cheap. I need a Poise gift. This is useless, right? Yeah. I am not Ring faction. There it is. I can't really think of other gifts I'm still missing. Maybe I don't have like one of the sinking gifts that matters. But I think I have about everything. I'll fuse this. I can fuse... So I'll fuse Unhatched Embers next turn, and then a bunch of other gifts trying to get... What's it? Piece of Relationship. So for now, we can just enhance everything. What does that fusion do? It's the LCV fusion. It gives LCV identities just a bunch of random buffs. For me, it makes my skill 3 better. That's all you really need to know. This doesn't help, right? It only buffs the Kurikuma stuff, yeah. I have infinite poise, right? I mean, this will guarantee I keep my poise up. You probably should have gone for it. It's, like, fine. It is... If you can get it, it is worth spending one theme pack to get it. It's just that it's hard to get because it's made of 2 keyword list tier 3s. It does not get much more difficult than that.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Alright, we have to fight Ebony Queen first, which is like... I just want to have a real fight against the apprentices, but I have to get skill slots first and remove the difficulty. Oh, I'm slower? That's not supposed to happen. And I got outrolled. That's also not supposed to happen. Okay. But then the debuffs strike you, and now I win all my clashes by like 10. And I have 20 haste, by the way. Oh, I didn't quite lose my bleed stack, no. 5 bleed count next turn. Can I lose 21 by 12 bleed? Technically. I can't take very much other damage, but this is not enough bleed to kill me on its own.
개체의 부위를 파괴했어. 저것 때문에 어제만 해도 8명의 복지팀 직원이
피해
사망했다는 거야.
산출값이 예상 범위를
And you are now harmless.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠고
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
I did remake the slash memories, right? I'm fairly sure I did that. Alright, hello Faust. That's you under there, right? No real way to tell.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
아재, 그것은 급하게 갖다 써야지.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
징계팀에서 다
And they just die in like
멀쩡한
a
장비가
turn.
남아있었나 봐.
옳다.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야?
It's just so. I was so worried for this fight in Mirror Dungeon when I first saw Albina and her passive, but they just die. This is floor 10.
아름답진 않네.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든
So
잘
we're about to enter extreme.
그중 제일 뛰어난 게
아름답진 않네.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Alright. Floor 10. Time to get unhatched embers that give me body up resilient. Maximum adversity. And there's the pack we wanted. Looks canon enough. Yeah, Ryoshu is probably quite a bit stronger than them canonically, so sure, it gets a pass. Insta hidden boss. Alright. Well, I guess the run's not going to be hard, but it's going to be maybe fun. Maybe we get all 4. Imagine. Who do we get? We get Virgilius.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
자네도 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않아.
Oh, I don't have compass. I need compass for sure. I will be sinking keyword refreshing. I knew there was some sinking gift I hadn't found yet.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
자네도 생각이
Can you stop heads rolling your
허접한
evade?
것들을 갖다
Thanks.
내진 않아.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어. 그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었고.
And what a coincidence you also got Virgilius. It would be an even weirder coincidence if I also get the middle fight.
희망 없는 전투를
Alright, what floor did you get Ricardo so I can make sure it happens the same one for me?
적확한 한압이었어.
그러지. 그것은 급하게 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Ricardo 415 this week? Oh, you already said Lei Heng. It can't be both. Lei Heng 2? No, it doesn't work like that.
징계팀에서 다 끝인 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
옳다.
불가능한 꿈이죠.
Didn't even get to see Vroom Vroom.
엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을
외워야 할
다니며
관리법과 내성이
많은 기억을
많잖아요.
쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장
Streamer luck will kick in. It's just, maybe it's the thing about Ryoshu solos. You know, when I did the Euro Divi Ryoshu solo, we got all 4. Maybe that will just happen again. It's a Ryoshu thing. Alright, show me piece of relationship. We'll get it eventually. And I really need the compass. Surely it shows up. Although with the hidden boss gift, it doesn't even matter. I'll clash well enough regardless at this point. So, I'll do one more keyword refresh. And just buy out stuff, probably. Enhance these. Yeah. It's good enough. Can this be enhanced? No. I wish it could. I wish more gifts were enhanceable. And now we get to sit through 30 mermaids.
예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
It's the 5th time you got Don Quixote hidden boss. Can you get the other ones, please? Sorry. I'm taking all of your Ricardos. I get him all the time, at least off stream. I feel like he's the only one that shows up for me. And then someone else is taking your Lei Hengs and Verdiliuses. I definitely get Lei Heng the least. Which, like, I guess I should be thankful for, since he's the worst for solo. Like, the fact that he's the worst for solo means I want to fight him. Amber's forcing the 30 mermaids, yeah. It's not like it's hard to fight 30 mermaids, it just takes, what, like 8 turns, even if you're one-shotting them all? Like, you kill 1, and you kill 2, and you kill 3, then you kill 4, but then you can't ever kill more than, like, I think there's only 5 on field at once, maybe 6. The fight cannot go quickly, it's just physically impossible. The vampires, the first phase blood fiends are worse than Don Quixote himself usually in MDE. Because he just gets health gated and ends the turn without ever attacking, if you have even decent damage.
현명한 판단이요.
아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네. 제 행 아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네.
And I guess also, there's a few issues with Don Quixote Hidden Boss and how he makes you use your defensive skill. Because imagine a Hierarch Ishmael solo. You can't evade or you retreat, so you have to just actually tank those like gondola spawning skills. So I hope you have... I hope you got your resistance gifts. And maybe a way to not be lust fatal.
자세에 틀림은 없구나. 아름답진 않네. 아름답진 않네.
Alright. I mean, as far as mermaids go, that was a pretty quick one. Ryoshu's animations are rather fast compared to, you know, newer IDs. Groot resilient. So normally I would go to like line 4 here to get this thing, and I never got Bell. Okay, so I need a Tremor gift and a Sinking gift. Let's go line 4. Is there a thematic pack to end on? I could fight... What, like... Who is even thematic? I could... Oh my gosh, are we actually getting all 4 of them? Imagine. It's like not even that crazy unlikely now that I've gotten 2. I have 3 floors to find 2 more. Like, that is within the realm of possibility for sure. This is assuming Lei Heng doesn't kill me, which should be a safe assumption. He has a stagger bar still. But yeah, if you want, like, proof that this is the worst hidden boss for solos, he killed me with 2 moves. He has 6. if you didn't have embers, he would kill you through badge on the first turn, or at least get close to it.
희망 없는 전투를 연장시켜봤자
예술이 뭔지
I'm hoping that badge is enough now, though. Or that I just stagger him. Plus the sinking, he won't be getting heads rolls. Yeah, he showed up early. I guess he's leaving room for Ricardo on floor 15.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어. 그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었고.
We might have to evade here, but I think we'll just kill him. Mostly because of special contract and the stagger bar.
뛰어난 병사라도
Oh no, you have unbreakable coins. What if I didn't clash against them?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 현국 정도는 읽었다. 나머지는 칼을 휘두르려.
Alright, who's ready for the screenshots? Here it comes. Very real damage. There we go. 12,000 damage with Ryoshu skill 3.
당연한 결과일 테지.
Top tier ID right here.
그것은 진지하게 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Hey, so like, I'm faster than you. Do I have enough damage to kill you here? I think I do. Bullying Lei Heng. I have just enough. If I tails roll, it wouldn't kill. Ooh, we tails rolled. He dies to bleed.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네.
He dares try to swing at Ryoshu.
당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도 재미없는 소리 말이야.
Alright, we need Compass, we need Bell. Can we get either of them? And we need Piece of Relationship. That's our shopping list. There's Compass. And here's Bell. Nope. Bell might have to wait. That's fine. Give me Piece of Relationship. Oh, I never made Red Gossipium. That's also a pretty good one. I don't need this anymore. Okay, we're actually getting every gift except the one I need. That is kind of how it always happens though, isn't it? Enhance everything that does anything. Mostly you. Okay. And to the next floor. Yep. Piece of Relationship and Bell yet to be found, but I should have time.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을
And
텐데 말이야.
honestly, we don't even need them. That should be pretty clear at this point. I have like a 30 rolling evade if I need it.
저걸 약화시키는 것도 좋은 방법이지. 나쁘지
Still not enough to beat Rabbit Heathcliff though.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
칭찬이죠.
Unless it is. Fool got tails rolls. Okay, so is it Compass that does it? Real long-time viewers of the channel may remember that I have been just like going crazy over why enemies lose 10 SP at combat start sometimes. I can't find the gift that does it, but I think upgrading Compass has made that happen.
현국 정도는 읽었다. 나머지는
It doesn't say it anywhere on the
칼을
gift,
휘두르려 하는가.
but I don't think it was doing that before. I'll have to check the VOD. Did Lei Heng lose 10 SP at combat start in the last fight? If he didn't, then I think we solved the mystery.
아직 안 끝났어.
죄송해요. 잠시 어디로 가서 못 봤어요.
To Ryoshu innate passive? No, no. This has been just like baffling me for actual months at this point, where I have just no clue where this combat start SP loss is coming from. Because it's a useful effect, and I want to know what does it. More unwritten effects, yeah. I can get hit by Everlasting. That will actually give me offense level up, so I'll let that one go through.
그래, 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
I'll need to like check to confirm. What I can do is just give myself compass, like gift search it, and then upgrade it floor 1, and see if
지표가 있는지
I'm getting the SP loss on floor 2.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
That would be the easiest way to confirm.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
The Sun Shower still outclashes me. Need 3 hidden boss gifts for that one, I guess. Why they made a tap ego roll so high, I will never know.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
아름답진 않네.
Wing Beat almost beat me there because Captain Ishmael got full sanity from me killing her allies. You've noticed it too and we're wondering what gifts did it? Yeah. I don't think it's worth Frost Footprint because, I mean, I never go for that. I don't think it's worth it. But I still see it sometimes. You see, it all checks out in my mind. I usually wait a long time to enhance stuff. I usually don't see them losing SP until like later floors, so it's probably an unlisted effect of enhancing something. It being compass would really check out, I feel like.
당연히 그 시기 해야지. 그런 것은 착 보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아. 에?
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Yeah, Ryoshu's skill 3 does kind of have like a sheathing sound at the end of it. It's like, it's just when she turns around, but I don't know, it does sound like the sword is being used slightly. Alright, do you think we kill him this turn? I think we kill him this turn. You've experienced it earlier starting floor 2. Did you enhance compass earlier though, is the question. I'll just have to experiment with that. I have a lead now. For the longest time I really didn't. Ooh, if I get tails, we don't kill. We got him.
지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에.
More Starlight. Maybe we'll still be profitable on Starlight, even though I had to pack search like 4 times. Growth and this is resilient. Keen 14 is still resilient, and they'll probably never fix it. Now what? We could just go get the bell. Yeah, sure, I haven't gone to Dawn of Green in a long time. Let's go to one of the worst floors of all time. Show me 3rd hidden boss? No. No thanks. I'll pass on fighting Ardor Blossom Moth. There's piece of relationship. That was like all I needed, right? I need the bell still. We can do Tremor refresh, see if it shows up. It's the main reason I came here. There it is. So 560. Sell to that point. I got peace of relationships, so I don't need the rocks anymore. And I can enhance it next floor. I do want to heal Ryoshu though, so goodbye Rupture Rock.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
You need someone to coach you in MDE so many runs you have everything and just die at floor 11.
곤란하네.
You must not have everything, that's the only explanation.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
관리자님과 희희낙낙하면서 지내는 거.
Really just like watch any of my other solos, see like what packs I go to,
관리자가 상황에 맞는
fuse
효과적인
once per
공격
shop,
수단을
sell once per shop.
당연한 결과일 테지.
Also, I would recommend soloing if you don't have like a tremor team or a charge team. Soloing is just kind of better
그분이라면 메웠을 거다.
because teams have issues.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
And yeah, if you're just trying to beat Mirror Dungeon, the hardest part of a solo is usually the first floors. Today, you probably weren't here, but I lost on floor 1 because I went to In-Corp Inquisitors, and you just can't beat that tile 1 within the ID like this. But if you're just trying to win, you could do that with a full team, and then switch to solo at like 411, 412, when full team starts to get worse. Just don't make your fusion gifts. I think we're gonna die to bleed here. I have 53 by 16 bleed. I don't think we out-heal that. But I guess we still have Investigator badge, right? Or did that just activate? Why are we full health is the question.
적확한 한압이었어.
Yeah, a little bit too much bleed, but better stagger timing. This should be doable still.
뒤질 만한 상황이면 뒤져버려야지.
Yeah, soloing with Rhea and Yusong. I might make a guide. I've been thinking about it. For a long time I wanted to do an MDE solo guide, and then they changed the Mirror Dungeon with very little warning, so what I had became like outdated. I'm thinking of making like a learn to solo in 5 minutes video, where it would be using Rhea and Yusong specifically, since so many people own him.
내가 수싸움에서 밀렸단 말인가? 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 인재만 수천이다.
Oh, the candy is why I was full health, yeah. I forgot about that.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 아름답진 않네.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고무대 같았어.
But yeah, this time we can't get staggered, so we should be able to manage our bleed stack better.
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
삼촌들이랑 말도 못 섞게 했는지. 그 내부 강사들 손가락 안에서도 내로라는 실력자들이
Yeah, soloing just has so many less moving parts. It's a lot easier to like get a grasp of what you need to do. I mean, the decisions in combat are pretty simple. You clash the thing that's going to do the most damage to you. In a team, you have to think like, oh, who should clash what? Who might lose this clash because they don't have the +2 bonus from a memory because they aren't slot 1 or 2, so they could actually lose the clash. Whereas like the solo can always clash. They're not going to lose a clash because you're just dying from unopposed attacks, pretty much. Maybe 4-15, 4-14 you start to lose clashes if you aren't using a top tier solo ID, or maybe the run didn't go super great, you missed out on some gifts. But it's just way easier to pilot a solo run. For the gameplay part of it, comes down to the gift management, the economy aspect of it that you need to get better at.
아름답진 않네.
You could help with the guide. It would be a video is the idea. I should make another video. It's been like a month, but just there hasn't been a Limbus update that works for my style of content really. Like I couldn't make a video on the skins or anything. I'm hoping that the Intervalo linked boss challenge content, whatever. Hoping I can make a Base IDs video out of that.
자신만만하게 달려가더니 부자감이었어.
You didn't answer my question.
아름답진 않네.
적확한 하나.
Which IDs you're using in Soul? Oh, you're not talking to me? Okay. How many hidden bosses so far? We got 2. We got a hidden boss on 11 and 12. So this is definitely a lucky run in that regard.
뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아.
그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼
We got Virgilius and
자세에 틀림은 없어.
Lei Heng.
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 탄상체와 디테일링 모두 외워야 할 관리.
I don't like this counter. I'm going to not hit the counter this turn. Because I'm very close to dying, as I'm sure you're well aware.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Will I do Base ID videos on the story fights for the Intervalo? If there's something hard enough, yeah. The idea is that, like, I'll stream it.
아름답진 않네.
If anything, if I can't beat it in one stream, then I make a video on the fight that I couldn't beat right away. That's kind of how I've decided I'll start doing it, I think. That's how I did it for Canto 9. Except I ended up making a video on 950 even though I beat it first try. Because I wanted to make a harder challenge for the final boss.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군.
예술이
유사
뭔지
실험 기록이
보여주지.
있다면 바로 전송해주게.
제 행.
What packs do people want to see me go to? I don't think I can do beautiful voice. I just like don't have the damage. But basically anything else. We always do Incorp. Is that a good thing? Like keep up the tradition, or an I'm bored of Incorp, do something else?
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
혹시 칭찬을
Have we done Impenetrable? I did Impenetrable on the Middle Dawn solo on 415. I know.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
놀만치
뭐.
노른 것 같은 게
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
고생들이었다.
Yeah, okay. Impenetrable Path is probably the only thing that will be difficult, but not just like completely impossible. Because Beautiful Voice, I think, we would just lose. We don't have enough damage, and everything else can just be evaded. But those guys, with their counters and all, could be an issue. Some people are saying Incorp. Blood Fiends, who couldn't be Blood Fiends, is the worst pack. Maybe just hit up Blood Fiends and lose. Okay, I'm going to do Incorp on 414 because somebody said it. 415 will still decide. You have time to decide still. Any last chance for 4 hidden bosses? No. Same 5 songs? Okay, we aren't ending with Incorp this time, though. We'll have a different finale. You know, it's usually Incorp or Railway 5, or if I'm doing a hard soul. I didn't have this yet. Well, that's gonna help. If I'm doing a particularly hard solo, we go to Fairy Festival, of course, if we're actually trying to win versus trying to have fun. Oh, would you look who it is? Renewed merch showing up in the 414 shop. There's nothing I need still, right? Besides enhancing this. Like, fiery down doesn't matter. Sometimes it would. I don't think I need to inflict more tremor on the enemies. I think we're just going to sell and heal and move on. At 414 is crazy. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Maybe the in-corp part? We'll be fine. Yeah, okay. Turn 1 we can't clash, but we have a 30 rolling evade. Have I fought the Pekatula? I did... Floor 12 I did Railway 4, which is Envy Pekatula. I assume that's what you're asking about. I mean, I've done every pack at floor 15 at some point in the past. I'm not sure how much of that I've streamed. I just realized I have the worst possible resistances here. How to make the evade that strong? This is being carried by 2 hidden boss gifts. Hidden boss gifts are overpowered for evades. Each of them gives +8, so without it we would be 16 lower at just a 14 rolling evade, which is like just normal. Please break all my stagger thresholds. No, we still have one. That's annoying. Wait, Starbuck has 1 speed. If Ahab wins the speed tie, then I can't evade her. And we actually might have to reset.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격
Starbuck won the speed tie, luckily.
당연한 결과일 거지.
Your Sinclair was rolling 45 with evade. Yeah, that's pretty high.
무엇을 그렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런 놈들은 칼질 3번 봤어야겠구나.
Okay, if I understand this game, neither of those evades should activate. And Starbuck should get staggered, I hope. Yeah. And neither evade activated, okay.
그래, 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
I mean, this is carnage at this point. Ryoshu is going crazy. You have a Railway player in chat. I liked Railway for the first 3. I mean, Railway 1 was cool because it was completely new. I tried my best for a decent time with what I had, but I was free to play back then. I didn't even get the battle pass, so I didn't have everything. Railway 2, I felt like I could not compete. I was missing too much important stuff. But by Railway 3, I had started buying the battle passes and had basically the optimal team, so I tried pretty hard to get a score. And to my knowledge, I had the Railway 3 record for about 30 minutes before someone beat me by 2 turns. So I hold that as like, that's my Railway accomplishment. Just getting a very early, pretty good clear time. And then after that, it's like I did okay on Railway 4 and 5, but by then I had moved on to base ID stuff being like my main challenge. Yeah, I like the phase of Railway where it's figuring stuff out, like when it first comes out. That's what I like. Not the 2 weeks later when it's all about resetting section 1 130 times to get 1 attempt through Teddy Bear.
나머지도 싸게 터뜨려야 쓰겠지.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
It's like low turning has never been my favorite thing in Limbus. I prefer finding ways to make it hard to beat the fights. And that's why I became like a challenge player, base IDs and stuff. It's hard to beat the game with base IDs only. Kanto 6 and 8 and 9 have challenging fights. Should have offset the evade, it doesn't matter. What's the worst thing that happens? Nelly uses an extra this move that rolls 4. I can just clash it.
우선 전황부터 살피지. 현국 정도는 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 나머지는 칼을 휘두를 일 아닌가.
As long as I target the evade with my last slot, then it, at worst, if she full evades my skill, it's as bad as offsetting. But if I beat her evade, then I also get damage in. Kanto 6 and not 7? Kanto 7, you get backups. Backups are incredible for the player, and people should use them more. Kanto 6, you don't have backups, and 634 comes in and outspeeds your slow base IDs and kills Heathcliff, and you're sad and you lose. 634 was the hardest base ID fight in the game by far when it came out, and it's still pretty hard today. I mean, I say that like things have changed. It's still really hard today. It's not like you get better base IDs. 7, Trio is in a dungeon. And the thing about dungeons is you have effectively infinite ego resources. Using, like, you know, what's it? Representation emitter. Every turn offsets, like, the sanity difference that normally makes the Trio fight hard. If it was not in a dungeon, Trio would be awful. But it is in a dungeon, so it isn't. I beat it first try. The reason I made... here's the lore for people who don't know. The why am I a YouTuber lore. I started my base IDs challenge after Kanto 6 came out, because I thought it would be fun, and it was, like, Kanto 6 was a challenge. Kanto 7 came out, and I was pretty disappointed by the difficulty. Because nothing really took me more than 2 tries. I think Barber took me 5 tries because I didn't level up my IDs, and then once I leveled them up to the new cap, I beat her first try. Dulcinea I got in 2 tries, and everything in the dungeon wasn't hard, except the Carmilla Blood Fiends. I hate the Carmilla Blood Fiends, but that's different. But the actual boss fights in the dungeon weren't hard. Except for shenanigans with the final boss that we don't need to get into. We got staggered there, but that's fine. But yeah, I was disappointed by the difficulty of Kanto 7 for base IDs, so I made my Up Taiwan account. And my first videos were actually Up Taiwan stuff, because I thought that was unique enough for me to actually make videos about. I haven't seen anyone else doing Up Taiwan. It turned out somebody else had been doing Up Taiwan, and they commented on my videos. But I was doing Up Taiwan no ego, so it was at least a little different. Eventually, I gained some popularity with like my railway videos, and then I started just making a few other things. And at this point, I think I've kind of become the base IDs guy. I've done the last 2 railways base IDs at least. And I plan to continue doing that at least. Kind of sad House's Fighters wasn't a dungeon. I agree, but it makes sense that it wasn't for just how it was laid out. Okay, so we agreed on Impenetrable Path, right? Let's see how this goes. Let's see what chat I missed while I was talking about my YouTube origin story. Did I beat Araya with base IDs? Yes, on stream. I think it was first attempt, but I did get pretty lucky with evades there and tails rolls. Definitely losable, but you have an evade, so it's also winnable. I just autopiloted fighting this guy, okay. Talking about dungeon stuff. Who's going first? You. Finally, someone talking about the stupid flower guys. Yeah, Carmilla Bloodfiends are the worst fight in this game, except for maybe Matthias. From a design standpoint. Matthias isn't awful because it's hard, it's just not like a gameplay fight at all. You kill Kira, and then the optimal thing to do is just pass the turns to not activate his counter, and I think that is terrible from a gameplay perspective. But Carmilla Bloodfiends are just terrible because unfocused battles are terrible. Pre-nerf Mao had a similar issue. Like, unfocused battles being hard is not ever fun. And those ones were just the worst examples of that. I'm fine with sweepers, they're at a fine point, difficulty-wise. Sora has a similar issue of do nothing, fight auto-completes, yeah. 949 you literally can't lose unless you quit out. All of your sinners are invincible. You want pre-nerf Heisho for hard sweeping. I think that would be a mistake. The Heisho got nerfed for a reason. The reason is because they were not fair. Mostly because there were like 12 of them for your 5 sinners you got. It was like, they had backups before. It would be maybe acceptable to give them back their old numbers, but don't give them the backups as well. I think the Roach Emperor fight is the best fight of Canto 9. Because I think controlling Virgilius is a good mechanic. I think that's the best thing they've done with support units, is the fact that you can make him redirect. And it's like, you can lose that fight. Many people do lose that fight. A lot of people think that fight is terrible because they have a skill issue, I'll say it. But you can do that fight with any IDs. Your IDs don't matter that much in that fight. It's about controlling the skills, controlling the combat, and that's what Olympus is all about. You can't just put Malfaust and Lord Honglu in the team and win by doing anything. Anyway, let's see how impenetrable the path goes.
주분께서 너희에게 거는 기대가 크더군. 최선을 다해라.
We have to not let the Josephines hit me too much, or else I'll corrode. And this is an egoless solo, so corroding is against the rules.
이게 이렇게 되네요. 예상한 것보다 피해가 커지는데요.
지휘 수행 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같습니다.
There is one very big flaw with the Roach Emperor fight, in my opinion, which is that Virgilius is not guaranteed to win against the skill that deals 100% of your health as pride damage. You always have like a 2% chance to lose that fight. It's probably less than that, but if Gregor just goes crazy and gets all heads, you can just lose that fight and there's effectively nothing you can do about it. And like the chance is small, but it's big enough that that has definitely happened to some people. And I definitely feel bad for those people, especially if they were like struggling on the fight, they finally get a good attempt going and then that happens. Like, that would be terrible. Besides that pretty glaring flaw, I think the fight is good. And yeah, okay, the mechanic to redirect his attacks, for some reason he really likes attacking Gregor's purple skill, and you can't get him to redirect off of that one. But if we ignore that as well, that's just like a bug, not a design flaw.
전달받은 문서를 통해 분석한 결과 자네들의 관심사가 거울 던전이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문이라네. 전투를 좋아한다고 판단했지.
저희가 야근이라는 말을 달고
진계팀에서 다
산다고
낭만그린 줄
야근을
알았는데
좋아하는 건
멀쩡한 장비가
아니잖아요,
남아있었나 봐.
팀장님.
옳다.
I never had issues with redirecting the green skills and him still clashing the green skills. It was always only the purple skill.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
And it was every time the purple skill, I'm pretty sure. He just could not redirect off of it. If that issue happened on the green skills, then that would be awful, because, yeah, Gregor getting like plus 80 base power, that would be bad.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인
What do I want to see in the intervalo coming up? I want to see the suspiciously mentioned ring blood fiend. We know it's ring related. I want to see that guy. Besides that, I don't really know. I feel like the trailer didn't give me anything to make predictions about. And yeah, the like boss linked content. Part of me hopes I can do it with base IDs. Part of me hopes it's actually hard to the point that base IDs can't do it. I feel like I'll be happy either way, unless it's just easy even with base IDs. That would be unfortunate. We've never actually fought anyone that strong in an intervalo. Yeah, because Cassetti's what, like 6th Kindred? He's pretty down there. We don't necessarily have to fight him, but he could just like show up. Like Ricardo was there. Base IDs can do anything with ego access. Yeah, but I do base IDs base ego.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사지로 내진 않네.
외워야 할 관리법과는 좀 많죠.
He was 3rd Kindred level when we fought him. That's not how it works. I'm pretty sure. Sasha was 7th, Cassetti was 6th, okay.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Moses says in Canto 7 afterwards. He ate so much blood he was around that level. Okay, like maybe in terms of blood fiend capabilities, sure. I haven't read the dialogue recently, I will concede on that point for now, but he was not a 3rd Kindred. And then it's like the next strongest thing we fought in an intervalo is what? I mean, Time Ripper's a whole mystery when it comes to strength. A lot of people say like, oh, Limbus Company specifically can deal with him, but against anyone else he would be a serious threat, and I kind of agree with that. We fought Ricardo. I guess we fought Zilu. Zilu is weirdly strong, but like, she has the debuff and she ends the fight early. Like, we didn't really fight Zilu.
아름답진 않네. 조각조각 형체도 남지 않았네. 난도질. 엄마 기어차.
I think looking at numerical levels is a terrible metric for like gauging power, but you can see like, okay, this person has a 25 level debuff, they aren't playing at their strongest. Okay, we're getting kind of out skill slotted. I wanted to save Embers for, you know, the Rat Pekatula. Hopefully we can still do that. You don't need both slots. You'll get staggered. Can the base centers beat April Fools? Oh, I don't know. I didn't actually try that. Alright, we're almost at the main event. It's almost time for Rat Pekatulum to show up. You checked all Canto 7 dialogue from Moses and Vespa. Did Vespa talk in Canto 7? I thought Vespa was like new, unless you mean Ezra. Maybe you just meant Ezra. I'll just have to, I don't know. I don't remember anything saying Cassetti was 3rd kindred level, just that like he consumes blood and he's dangerous because of that. I feel like I vaguely remember some mention of that. Wait, did some of the Centerlings have reworked kits? I didn't notice that at all. I thought they just were the Uptype 4 kits of the base IDs. Who had a different kit? We got one. Okay, this is the worst thing a Rat Pekatulum can do, using their counter and their strongest skill. They changed the names and removed. That's what I thought, yeah. Name changes, sure. And yeah, they all had their passives active always. That's not like kit changes, though. Okay, you're staggered, you're getting dealt with. Kinda need all 3 on you. And then I guess we just try to evade this guy. It's really bad if he hits that second coin on me. But, like, can I clash it? I can clash it, okay. The counter will stagger me, but I'll unstagger. The worst thing that can happen is if I get burned. So I'll try to clash it. It was like a difference of 1 status. Are you sure that you weren't just like comparing the Uptype 3 versus the Uptype 4 kits? Because it's possible that I overlooked something, but I did not notice any change personally. Alright, Rat Pekatulum. Am I going to beat you in the clash? It's only favored. Okay. Does this counter stagger me? Yeah, alright. And now... But now we are healed, and he's not countering, so I want to kill him this turn. I will throw a lot of skills at him to make sure that happens. Like, you only need 1 skill. You would... Honestly, it's better if you stay alive, so I won't attack you at all. Everything else, get this guy. I'll throw 1 more skill at Josephine. She's kind of scary. I did not need to throw 1 more thing at Josephine. Okay, we did not kill him, but he died to moths. That works. We've got another worst case scenario Ratpekatulum here. Using his strongest skill and counter. Can't really clash that. Which means we have to take the counter, have it not stagger us, and one-side him to death. Good luck. Don't stagger me. Okay.
항상 보는 장면이지만 볼 때마다 무기력해지는군요.
If I get too many tails rolls, he won't die. So if you could please start rolling heads, Ryoshu. I have 2 more skills aimed at this guy, and I kind of really need him to die. I need all heads. Okay, you cut that really close. No counters, but I also can't reliably clash these guys. You guys have so many skill slots. Why do you have so many? So 1 skill for you, 1 skill for you. They're both dead. Then put some evades under the threatening moves. And just put evades on everything. We're probably getting burn here. This is... I mean, welcome to Impenetrable Path. This is what we were afraid of. Going here on an egoless solo is crazy work. But I'm not sure if I've ever actually beaten this floor egoless, so I would be happy if I can do that today. Even if it is on the back of 2 hidden boss gifts. Come on, 30 SP evading, don't fail me now. Tails roll, successful evade. Alright, we've got 4 counters. I can take 1 of these and not die. Not get staggered. So everyone else is getting an evade. Who do I want to clash? Who do I want to throw all my damage into? Probably the guy using the strongest move, which is just top right. We will throw all our damage at top right, and hopefully, I mean, that's not even going to stagger him, is it? I guess if I gave up on the other evades and just said, yeah, those will reuse, can throw like 2 more at him. I think we're just not killing him either way, though. Like, what's the most damage I could do? I evade only this, and then I have... Or I guess I would do it with the skill slot. Can 6 skill 3s kill this guy? If I get enough heads, but I probably won't. I guess if I'm getting hit by this, if my evade fails, it's pretty bad anyway. Let's send it. Heads roll did stagger me. Okay, we have embers, but the problem is we're going to have burn now, and we're going to actually be staggered. And so they're just going to kill me next turn. I'm fairly sure. Yeah, look at that. All attacks. This will kill me through badge, right?
커피가 결국 식었네. 이럴 땐 미련 없이 다 쏟아버리는 편이 좋아.
적군의 함정인가? 물려라. 내가 아니, 아직 수는 남았다.
Yeah. Okay, so we just need to not be in a situation where we can get staggered. We need to lose all our stagger bars at the same time, which might mean
바꿔서 만들어 내릴 필요는 없겠지.
I don't know. I guess it just means not getting staggered earlier.
보기 좋게 거미줄에
예술이
걸렸군.
뭔지 보여주지.
We'll try again. I might need to intentionally let myself get hit some so that I don't have stagger bars. Because I can heal back up, but I can't recover from actually getting staggered.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I just need to stall out until Virgilius gets here. That would be useful, yeah.
공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
신개팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
Like, if I can kill the Josephines so that I don't have to worry about sinking, I might purposely let myself get staggered. The best case would be getting staggered fully, but not activating Embers. If I could pull that off, I would feel pretty good about going into the, like, last part of this. But that's only like a 50 health window. And landing in a 50 health window while stagger plus on floor 15 is not easy.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아 있다면 생명은 어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
Your base mayor defense power and defense level team is going to be interesting in this canto. And it sure is a decision. I bet Zweigregger is the capstone of that team. I've thought about running Zweigregger with, like, Kurakuma Heathcliff before as just a fun way to go for counter strength.
그러지. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Okay, yeah, Kurakuma Heathcliff being like the highlight of the ID makes sense. Oh yeah, the indexes have weirdly strong counters as well, Faust and Dawn. Like 3 coin counters.
그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사지로 내몰고
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
그대로만 해주신다면 오늘은 제약이 빠르겠어요.
Any idea how long until the next Valkyries? My guess is like June, but realistically no, we don't really know.
어중간한 연민이 이런 불필요한 고통을
I mean, we know it's later in the season, kind of near the end of the season.
머리를 베었어야지.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Sadly, Envy Resonance does not work well with Base Mare. Why do you have to include Base Mare in this? I know he gives himself defense power up. Yeah, the Valkyries is one of the last things in this season before Mare's Canto. It's just a question of how long the season will last.
외워야 할 관리법과 내성이 워낙 많잖아요.
We got all favorites here pretty much. Show me decent luck. You are waiting for Ricardo Heathcliff? A lot of people are expecting that to be the ID from Nocturnal Sweeping. I think it's decently likely after what they did with Hohenheim Gregor. Apparently the next swap is going to be 1 to 3 months or less after the... No. They've said various things on stream. You're probably thinking of how on stream Kim Ji-hoon mentioned the idea of Valpurgis being every 2 months. But that is not at all like a confirmed thing. It was just an idea he threw out there, and it seems like they aren't doing that. Volpurgis being every month would be crazy. That's literally half the banners. Oh, you're using base mare because it's his Kanto, and you use all the base IDs in their Kanto? Yeah, okay. I remember you saying that now.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
You want Hornet Mare. World's first time that sentence has been said. Most people see like, oh, he is not quite as good as, you know, Capo Mare that's 4th best ID in the game, therefore he is useless and I don't want him. But no, I think he's fine.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어. 아름답진 않네.
Hornet Mare is fun, and that's what matters.
오, 제 행. 그렇다면
Okay.
무산다.
You know, I have an idea. Imagine if I could get, like, just one Ratpekatulum at a time, and everyone else on the field was just like a Linton. A Linton I could evade. That could be a way to make this easier.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
The problem is that the way these guys get skill slots is they get a skill slot when an ally dies. So I would need to time it and like kill everyone at the same time at the right time that I would get one Ratpekatulum on field. And then after killing one of them, everyone else would have 2 slots. That's still manageable. But after I killed the second one, they would all have 3 slots. At that point, I would have to kill them. So I don't think that would actually be a viable strategy. You got a Roma Ryoshu instead of Hornet Mare and you were forced to see how great she is.
사람을 단축하니.
Yeah, I think she's kind of ridiculous.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Now that you think of it, this is probably the longest Kanto lasting 8 months. I'm pretty sure every Kanto, like every season, has been longer than the previous season. How many hidden bosses so far? This is 415, and we got 2 hidden bosses, or else I wouldn't be here on Impenetrable Path. But because of the 2 hidden bosses, I was convinced to attempt Impenetrable Path EGOless. So here we are. We lost once to the Ratpekatulum, we're trying to get back there now. Season 3 was shorter than 2, yeah. Season 2 lasted extra long, so that one's like the exception to the every season is longer. But outside of that, okay. So we learned last time that these counters stagger me, right? So, I need to lose all my stagger bars at the same turn. That's like the main thing we decided went wrong before. But I don't want to get burn count with it. This only inflicts 2 burn count. I can let that hit me. So, you have clash priority, and then on the off chance that I don't get staggered, I can try to kill you. But I think I'll get staggered, and then these will hit me. And I'm just going to have burn count and deal with it? No, I'll try to evade that one. No, I'll be dead already. He's going later. I don't know what to do. Try to evade. Because if I get staggered, I'll still get Staggered anyway, yeah. If I don't get staggered, I evade. If I do get staggered, I lose all my bars. I probably need to just stagger earlier to the wild hunt enemies. It feels bad, but I think that's what I'll have to do. Like, 5 burn count. I have burn count for 4 turns. This turn has no counters, so that's 1 free turn for it to go away. Let's see. Hey, don't lose the clash Ryoshu. If I get hit by any more burn count, we like definitely lose. But 4 might be just enough that I can run out of it. I hope I sent all my other attacks at this guy. I don't want to kill either of them. Okay, good. This is a good turn. Because now this guy, that guy's 1 off dying. I can kill that guy and he won't counter me. You? So like that's going to happen. This guy, I probably can't kill in 1 hit. So I have to try to evade him. Because I can't activate his counter or I die. This guy, pretty dangerous. I can try to clash and have underlying evades. I mean, that one is actually so unlikely to work out. Hang on. I need to think about this. This always happens. And this always happens. I think we just have to get lucky on evades. We kill Hindley here. 3 skills will do it. You're dead, you're dead, you're evaded. I have 2 more evades to throw at these 2 moves. Alright, get lucky. Objective, get lucky. The true impenetrable path experience. If Envy Pekatula, or sorry, if Wrath Pekatula just had sanity, this would be fine. The issue is that they actually roll high enough to outclash you. And I Tails rolled my first evade. I now have 7 burn.
지휘 수행 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같습니다.
And Tails rolled that evade too, and that's Investigator badge activated. And now we are faced with multiple counters, multiple skills rolling too high to clash. It's actually only 1 skill too high to clash. But these counters will destroy me, so I have to just try to evade them, and that's probably not going to go too well. But it's like, actually, okay, those are just single coin moves. It's the only option. He got enough hedge rolls. We're not dead, but we don't have that much healing. We don't have Grey Coat. And I got 5 out of 7 Tails rolls there, I think? Something like that? Or 4 out of 6, maybe? Because there's a 3 coin skill, so there were 6 total coins. Okay. 3 counters! I cannot hit the counters, or I die, so I have to try to evade them. And everything else can just go on this guy. This guy that I have fake dominating against because he's actually paralyzed. Please get all heads and kill him. Okay. I mean, if I full evade, if I just always hit heads on my evade, or if they always hit tails on their skills so that my evades work anyway, this is still doable. How many more are left? Just these 3? Oh, okay. I mean, maybe only got one counter this turn. They're all going to be debuffs for the rest of the fight. Do I throw in backup evades? No, I'd probably just go full damage on this guy. Alright. Go for it.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Ryoshu, you just have to evade like 3 more times. We might actually do it. Impenetrable path, EGOless solo with a base ID. Put that on my Limbus resume. There we go. Okay, I mean, you're still countering. That will still kill me. So we do have to stall one more turn.
저희도 해보죠.
I can put 2 evades on it, though. If I miss once, we should still be fine. Actually, okay, this skill is scary. I'm going to one-side you with all of these. You're definitely dead to 4. I can have 3 evades on this thing.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I think we've done it.
개체의 부위를 파괴했어. 저것 때문에 어제만 해도 8명의 복지팀
No counter. We one-side you. And we can actually full one-side you. We don't even have to clash your 1-coin skill.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않아.
제대로 박살냈는데요.
There we go.
번째 통과죠?
17번째라네.
What floor is this? That was floor 15. We're done.
승률이 상당히 높군.
That was the finale of the
이
run.
정도로 들떠한다면 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
70,000 damage? Or sorry, 701,000 damage. We did it. Base Ryoshu's birthday solo. Complete 2 hidden bosses. Ryoshu just summons them, I guess. How many base IDs are left? So I did Sinclair first. And after that, I'm doing them in order, like, on their birthdays, approximately. So that was 5 out of 12. So, like, in a month, we'll be doing Base Mare. Month after that, Honglu, etc. Except, since we did Sinclair early, we'll do Gregor on Sinclair's birthday. Yeah, Mare will be next. No, I'm doing Gregor on Sinclair's birthday instead of actually close to his, because that would just be, like, so many clustered together. But, yeah. They already feel decently frequent, being like 1 in 4 every month or so. We did Base Faust around her birthday, yeah. We've done Yisong Faust, Dawn, Ryoshu, and Sinclair. Otis next week, she will be on the poll, and that's the perfect opportunity for me to advertise the Discord. If you want to vote on the next solo, or anything else, I have a Discord, you can join it. We do a poll every week where I don't have a decided ID already. And, yeah, Otis will be on the poll because that's been asked for, like, a month at this point, but I've just had other things to do, like the Dawn and Ryoshu solos. And, yeah, thanks for showing up. 3-hour stream. I should be able to still do Library of Ruina stream tomorrow. We're approaching endgame. I have probably, like, 2 streams left of that, maybe 3. And yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your day. That's it for the stream. See you guys later.